Hi guys, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are here with our female human noble Eurydice Cousland, and last time we just did some more side quests and stuff around Orzammar. Now we are about to head into the deep roads to go to the Eidukenteig for part of Balin's first quest. So we have to go find Lord Dace. I did want to show you guys a couple of things. In one of the previous episodes, I completed the Lost Nug quest where you find all the nugs and give them to that guy. Well, he was supposed to give me some sort of weapon or something as like a final completion reward for the quest, because I have a mod that's supposed to fix it, and it didn't show up and I wasn't sure why. Well, when I loaded my gate today, it was there, so it must have been one of those ones that only shows up when you like save and reload or something. But I ended up with this lightning rod, so I mean, I don't think it's bad or anything, but Wynn's definitely got something better, so I'll see if maybe Morrigan need it. If not, I'm just gonna sell it. And another thing is I had a similar experience with Alistair's rose when he gave us the rose in the last episode. I have a mod that's supposed to actually make it an amulet, and it didn't show up, but when I loaded my game, there it was. So there is my lovely little Alistair's Rose amulet. It's +1 to all attributes, +10% spell resistance, +6 defense, and lucky. I'm not going to really wear it right now because the amulet I'm wearing is better for my character, but I'm definitely going to keep it in my inventory because it's so cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and head into the deep roads.
Huh.
Yay, deep roads. Okay. And since we have our dog with us, we can ask him to see if he can find that helmet from that armor set. Yep, he found it. An old helmet that may have belonged to a Grey Warden or one of the Legionnaires of the Dead. So basically all you have to do is just bring him to one of the locations in the deep roads and just tell him to look, and he will almost always find that armor set. I usually find it here in the Eidukenteig because it's just the easiest place, but it's the duty heavy armor helmet, and it goes with the effort set. So we'll still need 2 more parts, but we'll find them as we progress. Alright. Let's see. Let's back up. Oh, look. A genlock. And it looks to be an emissary to boot. How fun. Get him.
Oh look! He wants to fight! Yes.
That went well.
And I'm off.
More there a mage? Not that I can see, but that doesn't really mean anything.
I sense some darkspawn. Alright, I'm game!
Oh, there he is.
Okay, going now. And my mark.
Of course.
Alright.
Those lovely discretion.
You want to die?
That's everybody. Okay. I believe if you play the Dwarf Noble Origin, I believe this is the location where you will find Trian.
Yes.
Oh look, more.
Going.
In a minute.
Huh.
Ooh, taxi.
Alright.
Alright. Yes. Okay. So this is one of the reasons why you definitely want to come to the Idukentag, even if you're not working for Balin. You will find one of these lovely, small, bloody sacks, and it is actually part of a quest. This is the Bag of Limbs. There's two more that you'll find in other parts, I think. One's in Carradine Cross, the other one might be too, I just can't remember, but you will find them in other places. But one place is here in the Idukentag, so it'll give you an opportunity to interact, I guess, with a pride demon, and a gift for Alistair. You can either let him go and he'll give you a sizable reward, or you can fight him and not really get much, but hey. Let's see. Which way do I want to go? Yeah, it's kind of a big loop, so you'll end up back in all the locations anyway. So, let's go this way. Since
Never any shortage of these ones.
oh, yay.
Another point for me! Oh, time to play!
Lots of emissaries.
Yes.
It's better for her. Go. Oh look, I need to stop her. Deep Stalkers don't often get loot, so I mean some of the bigger ones like the Queen or whatever
Yes.
might, but a lot of them just don't. So. I believe this is, yep, this is where he is. And they're being attacked by a million Deep Stalkers.
All right. Too bad for you.
Careful. I don't think that's the last of them.
And it is.
Now what is that?
Try to be merciful!
Was there any doubt?
Yes.
You pulled us from a tight spot, friend. You have my gratitude. I am Lord Unmarked. So what's a human doing out here anyway?
Oh, you know, just wanted to see the scenic sights of the deep roads. Lord Harrimont is trying to cheat your family.
What are you talking about? I've dealt with Harrimont many times, and he's always been forthright. I'm not ungrateful for your assistance, but I hope you have some evidence to back such an accusation.
Naturally, just don't, you know, question it too much. Don't say this because then it kind of makes him suspicious, so just say, I brought these notes.
I don't understand. What could... These are the terms of a deal we made with Lord Harrimont, but... the charlatan. He's promised the exact same land to Helmy.
Yep.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I owe you twice now. My life and my house's fortune.
Okay. So, it depends on what you say here as to how many points you'll actually get for Balin, because it's a point system. Whoever has the most points will win the election, as long as you give the crown to the right person. And if you have a lot of points, when you get your reward, it'll be a better version of the weapon or like a different weapon. So if you say this, perhaps you would return that favor. He'll actually give you, I believe it's a discount with Gorham in Denerim, but this is the best one to go with to get the most points for Balin. So that's where we're going to go with.
We will certainly not support a man who would use my family like that. I will tell everyone I know what a wretched trick Harrimont tried to play.
Awesome.
I must return now. My men need healing, and I want to look into this. You wish to travel with us?
You can just go with him and just get back a lot faster, but I want to actually look around, so I'm going to explore.
Be careful, then. There are more dangerous things than deep stalkers down here.
Yeah, I know. Bye! Looks like Alistair leveled up. That's awesome.
Going.
Chests, another fractured stone.
And I'm off.
Ooh, taunt. Yeah, we definitely want to get him to taunt, so we're gonna take that. Double check his tactics. Yep. Awesome. I wonder if he can... Haha, yes! He can finally use Starfang. Enjoy it, darling.
First one to kill it gets the prize. All right. Huh. Now this should be fun.
Starfang looks so cool. Wish you could get a Dagger version. I think there might be a mod for it, but I'm not sure. Anything else around here? Doesn't look like it.
First one to kill it gets the prize. Let's do this quickly, shall we?
Lovely. Okay. Deep stalkers are just yuck. This will take us kind of back out to the main area, so we're gonna go this way first.
And I'm off.
Okay. So let's go down this way. think this kind of leads to, yeah, there's like a big deep stalker battle, I believe, that happens in here.
Now what is that?
Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing.
Going.
Anyone else? I don't think so. Alright. Yeah, this kind of just leads nowhere, so we gotta go back the other way. Take that other path. Maybe it was this way? Yes. I believe there's a bunch of darkspawn back there. Hiding. There you are.
All right. Trash. Something to see.
Oh, another one.
And I'm off. And I'm off.
Okay, I think that's everything. Yes. So now we can go. Should lead us back out to that main area. Which path was it? Oh, okay, that one. I don't know why, but I keep forgetting to give Liliana good arrows. I've been carrying them around for forever, and I just keep forgetting to give them to her. So, have those. try
Hello.
something here.
Right away.
He's technically supposed to have this fancy crossbow called, I think it's called Nugbane, but it was like never fixed to be where you could actually access it. I wasn't sure if one of the mods I had would possibly fix it, but it doesn't look like it, so.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry.
No, I didn't.
Right. Best in the trade, you know. I worked the ore myself.
This guy is like usually my main vendor because I usually come back between every section of the deep roads and like drop off stuff to him because it's just easier. I'm gonna keep that. Something good for somebody. So not really using crossbows. I'm just gonna sell the bolts. I'm gonna hold on to that until I see what Morrigan has. I will be buying that eventually, but I want to wait till I get a little more gold before I do that. Saw the green stones. Ugh, we need 5 more garnet. Okay. If you like to make potions and traps and things like that, you know, the deep roads is kind of like gold for this sort of stuff, but I wasn't really going to make much, so I'm just going to sell what I know I don't need. I know I need the lifestone for that quest here about healing that woman. Don't think I need demonic ichor, but I'm just going to keep it for now just in case. And I'm going to keep the rest of that. Let's double check, make sure I didn't accidentally sell something I wanted to keep. Nope, we're good. Thank you. Before we go back to see Balin, I'm gonna try and run in here, see if I can get that last. I can't remember if it's open.
So let me get this straight.
That last part of
You
it.
were a cloistered
Key
sister?
to the city.
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. You never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Just got a couple of people here. Carving down there.
The Proving Grounds. Bloodsport entertainment for the masses, at its best.
Pretty much. This guy's kind of like a super proving
Watch for
fan.
Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the 1-season record.
Guess you watch a lot, huh?
Front row seats at every grand proving since my father took me on his shoulders. Name's Varric. I got a controlling interest in a mine off the old Roostin Tig. But my backers know not to hand me a pick any day there's blood on the stone, if you know what I mean.
So it's a tournament?
Sure. Like King Endrin was just a noble. A proving is a sacred art. Any dispute brought to the proving ground is settled by the ancestors' decision, and no one can protest it.
What are the rules?
They change from round to round. Sometimes it's bare hands, sometimes weapons, sometimes pairs or squads. It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all the warning anyone gets.
Nice. Have you ever fought anyone?
Me? Are you out of your mind? I'm a miner, not a warrior.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go.
I'm telling you, Piotin will take the prize. You can put gold on it.
Awesome. That's just awesome. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, there it is. This should be the last one for the key
And
to
I'm
the
off.
city. Yep. Now we can actually pick that up when we go back up to the Diamond Quarter to talk to Balin. These guys are a lot of the ones you'll end up fighting in the proving. So, we can come back and kind of talk to them a little bit later.
All right.
I think that's Piotin. Yeah. Balin's cousin. Okay. And there's another side too. Don't think we can join the proving yet, but let's double check.
The proving will begin shortly. I'm sure you can find a place in the stands. Or were you here to take part in the fight?
Might be able to sign up. Who's fighting?
Well, with politics what they are, many combatants are dedicating their fights to either Prince Balin or Lord Harriman. Mostly Balin. It's a regular parade of past winners out there. Piotin Idukan always leads a battle unit. He's the prince's cousin. Miaja and Lukejan are twins from the warrior caste. They fight together, put on a good show. They'll all be in their chambers if you want to talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign up.
Let me just put you into the schedule here. Now, is there a particular name you wish listed?
Eurydice of the Grey Wardens.
We'll just call you Grey Warden, seeing as those human names are a real burr to pronounce.
Oh, yeah.
We actually have an opening in the first round. Are you ready to start?
Who will I be fighting?
Looks like Suwern's drawn first bout. He was one of the youngest champions ever. Beat his own father at 12 years old. All for the right to earn his battle status 2 years early. Are you ready to start?
What are the rules?
Fight start at the gong and go to first blood. No eye gouging, no groin pulls. The rules of each bout will be announced when it starts. You should be comfortable with normal weapons and lyrium-enhanced weapons, in single combat, pairs, or battle units. Are you ready to start?
I'm gonna go just talk to some people first.
Come back soon. You'll be fighting the bout as soon as both fighters are ready.
Yep. On it. Come over here real quick.
And I'm off.
Yep. This is the guy who's got the Shaperate tomb. So we are gonna go ahead and get it back.
Time for all practice. Look over there! Let's do this training, shall we?
Nicely done. There it is. Now, you can talk to this guy.
This deal was all their making, Warden. Technically, I haven't done anything wrong. We have no business, unless you want to make a few coins. Not that I'm suggesting anything, but you're holding the prize now.
You don't care where you get it, do you?
I have a collector in mind. Who actually sells the item doesn't matter. It's your call. As always, I let people make their own decisions.
So you can sell it to him if you want, but I'm just gonna give it back to the Shaper, so...
Yes, well, I'll keep my nose clean until you're long gone. How about that? I'm just a businessman. I merely exploit opportunities. I won't get in your way.
Okay. So we can try to talk to some of these guys.
Do not disturb me. I must meditate before my fight.
I believe this is one of Lord Haramon's fighters.
Sorry, I was just leaving.
Who was too scared to fight or whatever. I think it's some sort of blackmail situation. It's been a while.
Get out of here!
No.
You looking at something?
Ah, yeah, these are some interesting people. Hi.
Don't take it personally. Hana-shan's a member of the Silent Sisters. She doesn't talk to anyone.
Who are the Silent Sisters?
They're an order of female warriors, founded by Astith the Grey, a woman of the warrior caste who first fought for women's right to be soldiers. When no one listened to her words, Astith cut out her tongue and dedicated herself to training until she won a grand proving bare-handed. The women who joined her order cut out their tongues in her honor.
Ow.
I am Ferinden. I serve as Hana-shan's trainer and translator. As a silent sister, Hana-shan cut out her tongue like the ancient paragon, Astith the Grey. As you might imagine, she requires my services for more mundane tasks.
I'm sure she does. Whose side are you on?
The Silent Sisters support the sitting king. They are loyal servants to the Idukans.
Well, then may both our efforts triumph.
May the ancestors choose their champion wisely.
And on this side, we'll go talk to the guys on the other side later, but this side, you can, it's called Proving After Dark. It's kind of like underground proving stuff. So it's a way to kind of get extra money, extra stuff. It's kind of like illegal proving, and it's hard, so we will give it a shot. They've got some pretty tough opponents.
Fine to see you here, Warden. A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotically trained. In fact, a few were hoping you'd take part in some informal action.
Okay.
Say the word and I'll line up a team from one of the younger houses. They don't often get a chance to test themselves in the provings. They're a hungry bunch who employ unusual tactics. Understand that there's no concern for fairness here. Your battles will be hard won.
Who am I facing and what do I get?
The younger houses are interested in unorthodox tactics. Many hire mercenaries to augment traditional strengths. Anything goes is a fair description. We give small payouts, maybe a bonus from time to time. But this isn't about money. It's about skill and the chance to show it.
Okay.
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Okay. Obviously, we're going after her first.
Let's end this!
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again.
Just 1 second.
I'll be here.
Everybody heal up a little bit. Okay, eventually, I think we even have to fight an arcane warrior. That's always tons of fun. Okay, everyone's held up.
Ready for some unofficial training opportunities?
Sure.
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Now, alright, who we got this time? Champion Thug. We go after him.
Let's see.
Knocking me down. Coming now.
Let's make it quick!
Your turn.
And I'm on.
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again.
1 second.
I'll be here.
Oh, I leveled up. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I can get that last round of combat training, and then after that I'm probably going to go for survival. It's actually pretty useful, and there is a quest that you need it for, but it's just useful in general because you can kind of see enemies on your map farther away and stuff, so you're less surprised. But for now I'm going to grab that. Ooh, I can up my assassins. Ooh, lockpicking. Oh, so many lovely things. Okay, for now I'm going to go with lockpicking. Okay. Everybody healed up? Yeah. Okay.
Ready for some unofficial training opportunities?
Mm-hmm.
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
Yep, there he is.
Yes. You should try my cat. Let's do this quickly, shall we? How amusing! Behind you!
Heal Alistair and he's about to go down.
Yes!
Good job, Warden. You've earned a portion of the receipts. Let me know if you want to go again.
Just let me heal up.
I'll be here.
Come on. He's almost healed up. I think this is the last one. I think there's only 4 rounds.
Ready for some unofficial training opportunities?
Yep.
We've got some young fighters ready to go. This will be difficult, I assure you.
And look. Oh, an elven healer.
Yes!
You've taught our fighters some valuable lessons. It will take some time before they are ready to challenge you again. Take this, with my thanks.
And gives you the blood ring, which if you are a blood mage or you have a blood mage, it helps with the blood magic and stuff. So it's definitely worth it to get. Okay, so now we'll go over to the other side. Just kind of chat to everyone, because some of them are kind of interesting. And then we will fight in the regular brewing. These two are, they're interesting.
You must be the Grey Warden. Luke John said one of you signed up.
Proving Master said the Warden wanted to test her skills.
I guess we'll have to show what kind of tricks we learn in Orzammar.
Uh-huh. You two fight together.
We were born together. We fight together. We'll die together.
The ancestors gave us one soul, but 2 bodies. Everything we do together.
That's creepy.
I think the Grey Warden's worried.
No.
Don't worry. When we beat you, at least we won't taint you.
Wow. Okay.
Didn't I say I need to concentrate? There's plenty of time to congratulate me after the fight.
I would be the person I'm fighting you.
So you're the Grey Warden? It's an honor. Really, a privilege. You hear so much about the Wardens. They say on the surface, they're the only ones who fight Darkspawn, and everyone hails them as heroes, and... are you taking recruits?
Yes. I'm building an army to fight the next blight.
A blight? Then that must mean you want recruits. I bet you're here to pick the best fighters. Am I right?
A lot of us we'd take anybody at this point. I'm glad you're eager. Most people here don't seem to care.
If that's true, it must be because of the king. Believe me, dwarves know their duty in regards to Darkspawn. I promise, as soon as Balin's on the throne, you'll have as big an army as you need.
I'm counting on that.
Then may our fight honor Prince Balin.
Okay. I think the last one we can talk to is Piotr. It's kind of a jerk.
So you're the Grey Warden Lord Harriman brought in to replace his
No.
missing fighters.
I'm fighting, for myself.
You haven't said you're championing Harriman, but it's obvious Balin didn't send you. Whatever Harriman's reasoning for wanting you here, he'll be disappointed. I've been watching you, and I must say I'm not impressed. Your stance is sloppy and your eyes proclaim your every move. I've no doubt I could beat you. Of course, you'll never make it that far.
You're going down. Okay.
Good, you're back. I was about to start looking for you. Are you ready to fight? Remember, once the fight begins, the roster is final. No new additions are accepted, and all withdrawals are marked as losses.
Okay, let's do this.
Go down to the ring then. I'll be right there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. First up is Sewern of the Warrior Caste. Many of you remember when Sewern made history as a lad of 12 by defeating his own father in this very ring. Today he fights as champion for the royal Prince Balin against a member of the famed Grey Wardens.
In the name of House Idukan and our future King Balin.
You honor me with this fight.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Now let's see, which one's first?
The winner is the Grey Warden! That was an exciting start, Warden. Sewern is rarely trounced, and so thoroughly. Are you ready for your next opponent?
I'll tear out his spine! Well, who is it? I think it's the twins.
Next, you're up against Miaja and Lukejan. As twins, they've always been allowed to fight as a single person. They're warrior caste, but their mother was a smith, so watch out for Miaja's hammer. And don't forget Lukejan. Most fighters do, and end up with a knife in their spine. Are you ready to begin?
Yep.
All right then, I'll see you out there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. The Grey Warden will face the notorious duo, the Warrior Caste Twin Terrors, now fighting as champions for Prince Balin, Miaja and Lukejan.
May the stone honor
When you fall.
Yeah, may the dirt taste good when I feed it to you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Okay, so I'm gonna load that on first.
All right.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Well, that was an exciting bout. 2-on-1, and you took them both easily. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Who is it?
Next up is Roshan, the only survivor of the Deep Roads raid to retake the Kobaliman Thaig. Are you ready to begin?
Sure.
All right then, I'll see you out there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. So far, the Grey Warden has won the field, but victory is far from assured. Next to challenge that perfect record is Expeditionary Captain Roshan. Will he find Valos Atreidim and defeat the Grey Warden?
Wouldn't hold your breath.
It does me great honor to face you, Warden.
Aw, that's nice. Counter's mine.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
You have great skill and impressed.
The winner is the Grey Warden! Better and better, Warden. I never would have guessed you could triumph over Captain Roshan. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Who is it?
Pick a partner, because this will be paired combat against Davianic and his second Oleniv. Davianic's been a feared fighter in this arena since he was accused of murdering his own brother. He fought to prove his innocence. When the ancestors cleared him, he went on to be a 4-time Grand Proving Champion. Are you ready to begin?
Sure.
All right then, I'll see you out there. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. This round is paired combat. Just as Kiatchet fought as King Bloodlik II, defending our empire, so have dwarves always fought alongside a second. Grey Warden, choose your second, for now you face Lord Davianic Volney and Oleniv.
All right, Alistair, come on.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight! The winner is the Grey Warden! You prove yourself a master of paired combat, Warden. I congratulate both you and your second. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Just give me 1 second.
Very well. We'll be waiting.
I think I need to refresh my momentum. I feel like it was going kind of slow out there. It's weird. I think the last round is coming up, and it's Kyoto and Idukin, so it's like the whole team will fight him. Okay, we're almost restored here. Okay. There we go.
Good, you're back. I was about to start looking for you. Are you ready to fight? The crowd is eager to see another victory.
Who am I fighting?
This is the championship round. A full squad-on-squad combat. Piotr Idukin leads the same team he's taken to victory in over a dozen Deep Roads expeditions. Are you ready to face the final test?
Sure thing.
May the ancestors choose wisely. This is a glory proving, fought under the eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar to honor the memory of King Endrin. Only 2 warriors remain. Fighting for his royal cousin Balin, Piotr Idukin has led his team to triumph over every unit so far. Challenging him, the Grey Warden came from nowhere, cutting a swath through Orzammar's finest warriors. Each will lead a full unit of 4 soldiers to see once and for all whom the ancestors favor.
You fight well. It will be a pleasure seeing you fall.
Oh my god. The pleasure is all mine.
Last one standing will be declared victor. Fight!
Okay, he is got a massive health bar.
Yes.
Take out the side people first. Alright, you.
I'll try to be merciful.
The winner is the Grey Warden!
Yep. Pure awesomeness here.
Congratulations! You defeated the man Prince Trian himself once called the Horns of my army. Do you deny this Grey Warden has earned the championship? Then I am pleased to announce the Grey Warden as the winner of this memorial proving, the favorite of the ancestors.
You can dedicate it here to Balin and it'll get him some extra points in the election, so...
The ancestors have spoken!
Yes.
Not bad for a surfacer.
Uh-huh. You can actually go back and talk to, I think it's twins again.
That was a good fight. Miaja learned a lot from you.
So did Luke John.
And I believe Jotun is less of a jerk now.
You honor my cousin with your victory.
Exactly. Okay. So that's all we're going to do here. So I think we're going to go up, we're going to turn in the tome, pick up the key to the city, and talk to Balin. And that'll probably be it for this episode.
You know, I've heard about the Orlesian bards.
Who hasn't? They are quite famous after all.
The stories I heard were a little racier. It had to do with how a bard assassinated her target, how they were lulled into complacency.
If those stories were true, who would ever agree to entertain a bard in their court?
Oh, I don't know. There's a certain allure to danger, isn't there? And besides, you couldn't all be assassins, could you? I'd take my chances. If the stories were true, that is.
We had rules about that sort of thing. Strict rules.
Such as? You're not gonna tell me, are you?
Let's just say I had plenty of reasons to join the Chantry, shall we? And leave it at that.
Lord Balin is a bad man! Yes,
Thank you for your service.
Glad to help and all that.
News of the hour. Does Lord Harriman think that Orzammar can hold off the dwarves forever?
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot in an otherwise dark time.
Ah, you return, Warden. Is there more you would
Alright.
know from Orzamar's memories?
We've got to talk to him about the Brother Burgle wanted to join, create a chantry. Yeah, you can ask him to actually look at the promissory papers, and he'll tell you what you already know, that they're basically fake, but whatever. We need to open a chantry.
That is an odd request, especially for one so new to our city.
Not for me, seriously. I'm here for Brother Burgle.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
I'm of the opinion that you should be able to worship whoever you want. I mean, people can do what they want. There's charities.
What sort of charities do you mean?
Well, he's not going to care about that, but the education, yes.
I am not certain this is in Orzamar's best interests. Our castes have served us well, but it's possible this service could benefit our people. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
No.
I will record this conversation in the memories. I hope I do not come to regret it.
Next time we go back down, we'll talk to him again.
Yes.
Brother Burkle, and tell him he's good. And in here is the key to the city, so grab that ring. There it is. It is a very, very good ring. It's +2 to all attributes, 4% spell resistance, and then 10% to the healing effects received. So I will be taking that over the Lucky Stone, which I currently have. So I'll probably get that maybe. I don't know. It's actually pretty good on him because that Constitution bonus. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to her. Then Liliana has that. Yeah, we're good. Let us go talk to Balin.
Lady Dace just came through the quarter on a tear. She's telling everyone who'll listen what a leech and a liar Harrowmont is. Good job. So you were serious about wanting to help us.
Yes, and I feel
Are you ready to
appropriately
meet
slimy.
Balin now?
Let's do this. You can be a little smart aleck about it, but he gets all mad.
I warn you, be on your best behavior, and keep your weapons sheathed.
I am impressed, Warden. Not many outsiders so quickly grasp Orzamar's rather convoluted politics.
Yeah.
I am Prince Balin. Fartag told me of your efforts against the usurper who tried to claim my father's throne.
Aren't Dwarven kings elected?
Traditionally, the king decides his successor. The assembly just says aye or nay. Kings have only ever selected someone outside their families if they were childless, or if their children lack the capacity to rule. Or, as now, when someone tries using the assembly to pull a coup.
And so why would he try to take over?
To be king of the greatest city in Thedas? I know you Grey Wardens claim to be above politics, but surely, you can't be blind to that lure.
Is that what draws you?
Do you expect modesty? That is no valuable trait for a king. This is a time for action, not cultured debate. We need absolute unity to fight against the fulcrum of true evil.
Well, he's not wrong. Then you'll honor your agreement with the Wardens?
Absolutely. And sworn on the mail of my ancestors, as soon as Orzammar is united under my rule. Unfortunately, while this debate rages, I have no power to send the troops you need. You've seen for yourself, the city is a slaughterhouse. Criminals run lawless. I could never hold the throne if I allowed such chaos.
And what do you want me to do?
You have struck a blow against Harrowmont already, and I thank you for that. But there is another faction in play here. Have you heard of a woman named Jarvia and the Carta of Criminals she runs?
Oh, yeah. Heard they're wiping the slate with your guardsmen.
They know Orzammar is divided now and has no time for them. It's made them bold. If I show the city I can eliminate such a threat, well, let's just say my position would be stronger.
Uh-huh. And why haven't you been able to take her out before?
She is secretive, and is only the current leader of a group that has plagued Orzammar for years. They stay mostly in Dust Town below the city. Only castless live there. They are too scared of reprisal to cooperate with guardsmen. And frankly, until my father's death, they only harassed their own kind. Now they attack honest citizens.
Alright, point me at them.
Your eagerness is charming. If you can do as you say, you will have the troops you need the moment I take the throne. Unfortunately, I have little information on Jarvia. Her base of power is in Dust Town, the lowest part of the city, and my men have few sources there. Maybe the castless will talk more freely with a stranger.
Alright.
And I will wait eagerly for your return.
Okay, so I think this is a good place to end the episode. Next time we'll go ahead and explore the palace. There's actually a couple of cool little quests in here that we can do. Fighting a dragon is one, so that's always fun. And then we will start dealing with Jarvia, who is just excessively charming. So if you are enjoying the videos, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's very, very much appreciated. Thanks, guys.